Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down, they go again with Henry. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A first down carry for Henry. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wilson able to hook up with Eskridge. First down, Seattle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second down and 5. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up the 3rd down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run with Penny. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball is going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And now look at him go. The 40. The 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Fickett, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge. 33 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Henry again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run. It's Henry running right through it. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the red zone now, Tannehill. This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds from 19 yards away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught, block it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dwayne Eskridge, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And bulldozing his way through. He's at the 30, 10, Touchdown, Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On first down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Carson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 53 yards on the ground for him so far. They go back to Carson here on second. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Freddie Swain was the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And Carson unable to make it to the yellow line as the defense bottles him up. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll run for it with Penny. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Tannehill to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Wilson to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
On second down, it's Carson. Bulldozes past him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 78 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. This is Carson. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down.